Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of the Shameless Freedom Podcast. And today we are going to be talking about the topic of what does it mean to be girly? Anyway, now I'd like to go ahead and start with some stories from being a teenage girl. And if I think back to those high school days, every girl wants to feel beautiful, sexy, gorgeous, cute. And I wanted that too. I was a cheerleader, but yet I didn't feel like I was the cute girl, right? I wanted to go out and buy like the cute outfits, but my parents didn't have a lot of money. So spending money on, I'll call them girly things, was never important. It was never a priority. It was always more important to get good grades, do really well in school, succeed, focus on having goals, and just growing into who I am as me. And I can remember looking at all the girls in high school and being what I'll say somewhat jealous that I'll call the rich girls all had the cute purses, the cute shoes, the cute earrings, accessories, shoes, you name it. And that was never me. Like, I wanted to feel that, but yet I always thought that some of those things were just not important. And I think so many of us are taught that we don't need makeup, we don't need accessories, we don't need all of these cute things. Like you can be natural beauty. You don't have to have all of the other accents. But the truth of the matter is, it's fun and it's playful. If I think back, um, I'm sure I probably owned one purse, couple of pairs of shoes, and didn't really have a skincare routine, makeup, like all those little things, right? And even as an adult, one of my, I'm gonna call it not guilty pleasures, right, is getting my hair done, right? Like I can't even begin to tell you the number of compliments that I have received on my charcoal purple hair. Um, but little things like that, right? Help make you feel sexy and girly. Another thing is getting my nails done. You know, as a teenage girl, even as an adult, I never had nails. My grandmother used to always try to place bets with me to try to get me motivated to not bite my nail, and I just couldn't. It was something that it just wasn't in me. I I tried and I failed multiple times until I had kids. When I was pregnant and nursing, my nails grew, and I said, you know what, I really want to take care of them. It's something that's really important to me because I never had that. And some people say, you know what, that's not important to them. Okay, but what's important to you when you think about accessorizing? If any of you have heard my story, um, my journey to this work started because I went to confession, asked God to come into the center of my marriage, and I had what I called the sex dream, where it was this beautiful, gorgeous woman in green lingerie dancing for my husband. And in my mind, this woman was everything that beauty felt like to me. She had the hair, the nails, the clothes, the jewelry, the purse, the shoes, the fancy coat, the perfume, the all of the accessories that I think we sometimes don't realize the power of them. And I'm going to actually share a personal story that happened just a couple of weeks ago with a very dear friend. And I had recently bought that blue dress, the soft blue dress with the little rose, and went up to a friend's house, and we were going out just for a fun girls' night in the town. And she was like, "You must come into my closet, and I must accessorize you." Well, I didn't bring a ton of stuff, right? It was a one night. And she's like, "No, no, no. Come check out my closet and I will take care of you." Now, if you see my friend's closet, you would know and you would be in awe that I don't know the number of purses that are hanging in her closet, the number of shoes that are lined up in the shoe section, the jewelry, the all accessories that you could ever think of, hundreds of them. And there was a part of me that is giggling and smiling and having fun all at the same time because I don't have that many purses and shoes today. Like, I got one or two purses. So for her to be like, "Let's take a look at your outfit. Let's go look at all the purses that are hanging and let's pick out a really cute one for you." He's like, "Oh, this is really cute." And then shoes. She's like, "The shoes you have are cute." She's like, "But why don't you try something else? Let's play over here." And here's the thing. The most important part of this story is the fact that it was fun and playful. And that's what I think that we forget. Like, when you think about what it feels to be sexy, right? It's about the energy. So the dress is one thing, right? But then when you add the cute purse, it adds a different energy. You add some super cute shoes, it adds a different energy. And whatever else you, I mean, she even had glitter spray. You know what I mean? Like, it was just such a fun experience. And as women, I think that we forget to have fun. That getting ready to go to an event, if it takes you a half an hour or an hour, it makes you feel good. Like, if you are someone who enjoys doing that, there was one friend that it takes her over an hour to actually get ready for any event, but she loves playing with skin and makeup and hair and really enjoys doing it. So it's one of those things that it doesn't feel like a chore to get dressed up. It's actually enjoyable. And as women, I think we lose track of, we forget how fun and playful it is to allow ourselves to have our expression come through our bodies, that it is not frivolous for us to want to accessorize and adorn our bodies. I want you to think for a moment. I like using the word adornment. Um, think about when you had your first baby. Boy, girl, doesn't really matter. And you wanted to dress that baby up. It looks super cute. Like, I have a very dear friend who had a little girl, and every day that little girl had a different dress on and a special bow in her hair and looked super cute. How many of you moms out there are investing more time money and effort into having your kids look cute. Let's be real here for a moment, especially if you've got little girls. I mean, me as a boy mom, the boys like t-shirts, sweatshirts. Like if I tried to give them matching sweaters for Christmas, they thought I was a nutso, even though I tried. But think about little girls and wanting them to look, they want to look cute and pretty. They want to feel girly. That's the whole point. We are girls. Yes, we're not boys, we're girls. We're meant to feel beautiful. Whatever that means for you, if you want to use the word beautiful, sexy, gorgeous, desired, all of the above. I don't care what age you are, whether you're 6, 16, 60. I was actually at a dance event over the weekend, and there were little girls that were dressed up in ballroom attire and doing ballroom dancing at a young age. And they want to feel beautiful. They want to be in their bodies. They want to dance. They can feel the energy of how powerful it is. And then I also saw women that were older. They also wanted to exude that that energy to feel beautiful, to wear the fancy dress, the getting your hair done, getting special earrings. Many times people, maybe not the little girls with lashes, but having fake eyelashes, whatever it is, it's fun. And there's nothing wrong with it. Can people get obsessed with it and go too far? Sure, you can use it with anything. People can watch too much TV. People can drink too much. People can talk about religion too much. People can do too much self-growth and development and be obsessed with it. Like all of that. But what you to take away is the power of elevating the feminine and embracing what feminine energy, girly energy means to you. I want you to just pause and think for a moment. What would make you feel fun, girly, and playful? Have you always wanted to buy a special high-heeled red pair of shoes? Have you always wanted some type of designer purse? Have you wanted to get a special piece of jewelry, maybe a special emerald or some type of real gemstone? Whatever it is, I want you to name it and claim it. I want you to feel the energy of what that would feel like for you. I remember last year I went on a VIP day, and before I did that, I went shopping down Oak Street in downtown Chicago. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And I walked into these amazing stores, and some had beautiful clothing, shoes, purses, jewelry, etc. And my favorite story is when I walked into a jewelry store and the man like locked the door on my way in. And I got to try on this beautiful golden, um, oh, what did they call it? Well, now I have to go find a picture of it. But it was this beautiful gold diamond. It was a yellow diamond, I believe, of some sort. And I looked at it and I asked if I could put it on, and she put it on my finger and she took a picture of it for me. And I can remember just feeling what it felt like to be in the energy of the store, to be in the energy of just play and seeing this beautiful yellow diamond on my hand. And then I smiled because I asked what the price was, and it was like $600,000 for this ring. And I think my jaw probably dropped to the floor because I wasn't expecting that at all. The good news on my part is because I was in this up-leveling moment, I was open to investing in more things. But $600,000 was not something it's going to be able to invest in, right? But it allowed me to feel and play that like people wear things like this. There is an abundance of money in this world. This is a whole other different topic. But what I want to share about this experience, it was the energy and the playfulness around it. Like, when's the last time you went shopping and you just played? And when you truly love something, to buy it for you and how it makes you feel. Now, this is not about shopping and buying things to fulfill an external need. I'm talking about doing these things because it's fun and playful and it brings you joy and pleasure. And let me tell you, I have seen it happen time and time again. When you are open to playing in your feminine energy, there are amazing opportunities that show up for you. Can't tell you exactly what's going to happen, when, how much, etc. But when you allow yourself to play, when you allow yourself to raise your vibration, feel into the aliveness of what it feels like to elevate your feminine energy, I promise you, you will see things around you shift because it is all about your energy and raising your vibration. It is not about planning life. It is not about being more productive. It is truly about living and embodying the moment, who you are, how you show up, and how you share your energy and your gifts with the world.